Armory disc golfers, welcome back to another video. Rounding is bad. Not being able to hit your lines is also bad. But I've recently implemented something into my game that has helped me a ton with both of these things. And I think it can help you too. Let's get into it. For some reason, I keep seeing clips of Eagle McMahon talking about form, and something that he seems to say repeatedly is that he doesn't think of reaching back on his drives. He thinks about reaching out away from his body. And that just clicked with me in conglomeration with a couple other things that I've already been thinking about and working on, some of which you've seen in some of my other videos if you've been around the channel for a while. But essentially, the idea that has helped me really cut down on, if not eliminate, rounding in my game and has helped me hit lines much more consistently is the idea of getting my body away from my disc. Now, to me, this is a lot different than people talking about walking around your disc, because when I walk around my disc, which I've tried that in the past, one, it feels unnatural, and two, it ends up with me going in a spot kind of like this, where I walk around the disc and then I'll get here, and then I'm still kind of pulling here and having a little bit or a lot of rounding. But I've taken Eagle's advice of getting my arm away from my body instead of reaching back behind my body, and coupled that with a mental cue of mine that has really helped me, and that is this: get out of the way of the disc. Whenever I line up a shot, if I need to hit a straight tunnel like this, I envision the line that I want the disc to go on, and in my head, for whatever reason, it's a bright neon blue line. And that line extends all the way down the trajectory that I want the disc to fly on. And so in my mind, I'm seeing the line that I want the disc to fly on, and I'm connecting it all the way back down to the tee box. Now, an issue that I've had in the past is I would try to go down this line with the disc, but I would let my body get in way of the line. And so then I would go from pulling here, trying to come up real tight into my body, and then keeping the disc going down on that line. But in practice, what would happen is I would overreach behind me and then come back around and try to put it back onto the line. But if I stay off of that line the entire way, rounding goes way down, accuracy goes way up. So if I'm envisioning the line here that I want my disc to go down, I'm keeping my body away from that line for the entirety of my throw. I'm going to stay outside of this line. My body's going to go down one line, the disc is going to go down the other. And so I can stay on this line the whole time, disc out away from my body. And then as the disc continues to go through that line, I don't want to throw like this because that's super unathletic and awkward. I can bring my body into the disc, but I'm keeping the disc on this line the entire way. And so what ends up happening is, instead of having a throw that looks like this, now you have a throw that looks more like this, which is much closer to where you want to be. Love it when a plan comes together. Obviously this helps with straight shots, but it goes for any angle shot, really. If you want to throw a hyzer off to the right, then instead of drawing the line in your head straight down the middle and then yanking over at the end, just draw it angled off to the right. Keep the disc on that line the whole way, keep your body outside of that line, and you'll be able to hit hyzer angles too. Just a small bit of clarification there. I said if you want to throw hyzer lines, I guess I should have said if you want to throw off to the right instead, because you can throw hyzers whether or not you're throwing straight, right, or left. You know what I mean. And if it doesn't go without saying, this works for anhyzers too. I can just draw the line off to the left of the target that I want the trajectory of the disc to go on. And even though my body might look like this whenever I'm throwing, I can still keep my body outside of the line and the disc on the line the entire way through my throw and follow through and let the disc pan over. Oh, go in. Goodness grief. How sick would that have been? You may have heard of the idea of having two lanes to throw down. One lane for your body, one lane for the disc. And this is very similar to that idea. But the thought that really clicked it all in for me was this: get your body out of the way of your disc for the entire time. Don't let your body get in front of the disc, wrap around the disc, anything like that. Let the disc stay on that straight line the entire way, whether it's hyzer, whether it's anhyzer, whether it's straight, left, or right. Don't let your body get in the way of the path of the disc, and you can have more consistent results. So I hope this helps you out. Go out there, quit rounding, throw straight lines, enjoy the game. I'll see y'all in the next one.